Houston, we have power. What's up, LB?
Not much. Just chilling, excited for the interview. Honestly, how you doing?
Yeah, this is a conversation. We're having a conversation. We
Okay.
just don't have a look. I wore this just for y'all.
Ooh, and that's some nice blue too.
I had to get you some more blue eye. You know, I sell jewelry. I gotta get you some more blue jewelry.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So where's Lucy at?
That is a very good question. Let's see. Hold
Lucy,
on.
I thought you guys were going to be on the same frame. I don't know how if YouTube let us do more than one like that.
Yeah.
Hi, y'all. Listen, today we're having a conversation with Lucy and Luna Blues.
So
They
what?
are the winners of the DC Blues Society's Battle of the Bands, and they went to Memphis. So while we get Lucy together, I'm just going to tell you a little bit about these two wonderful people. They are dynamic, and once you hear them and see them, you will never forget them. I'm going to tell you that right now. And today, we're just going to dig in and talk to them because it's a mystery. They don't know nothing about y'all. I mean, I
Oh
know you guys. I know you guys. So
yeah.
yeah. So you
So
want to
it's
just go ahead
saying
and start? You want to start
yeah.
and wait for Lucy to come on in later?
Oh, it's saying that like you added a maximum number of participants. So
Yeah, I
my
thought you guys were together.
okay, hold on, because I'm gonna have to leave and then I'm gonna let her join because I'm gonna just go up. I'm gonna go to her room.
Oh, I wanted y'all to be together.
Yeah, okay. I'm gonna go up there with her. So
Okay, okay. No problem. No problem. I'll just sit here and wait till y'all get back. All right. Oh, well, hold up. I can only add one at a time. That's right. So, all right. So while we get that done, this is Groove and Grind with Stacy Brooks. I'm moving it to Let Her Cook because it's a smaller, more channel that seems like they like long-term content more than the other channel. So the podcast is moving over here, and my goal is to do one once a week. We're off schedule right now, but we're going to catch up. And I have Lucy, Luna, and Lucy and Luna Blues. They're joining us. Okay, they're supposed to be joining me soon. Um, let's see. So LB had to go, and oh, there we go. So now Lucy should be joining us in any minute. There we go. Lovely,
Finally,
lovely, lovely. Look at your background. Look at my background.
I see. Well, I got my hats up here.
Right, right, right.
I got them hanging on the
I
wall.
see you. I see you. All of
Yeah,
my stuff is like Mardi Gras. I was telling LB that I sell jewelry, so of course I got jewelry on the walls.
right. I've seen your stories with the jewelry on there.
Yeah, you look wonderful.
Thank you.
I didn't know that we couldn't do more than one person per link. So
Oh, me either. Because last
we
time
have
we were
to do,
together,
yeah, we have to do another software. I guess CapCut or something else will allow. Hey, Jay, we got people coming in saying hi already. That's good. That's good. And I wore this blue for you guys.
yes.
I wore this just for y'all. And I got on a blue shirt.
I can't go before right here because there's something right
Oh, you're on your dad's phone? Okay, Jay. We got people talking to us.
Oh, that's
So
cool.
I'll get started with you. So Lucy, where did y'all come from? Y'all just popped up on the scene, even though you've been here. Even though you've been here, you know.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I guess I did just pop up on the scene. I was making videos and posting them. Of course, LB has been going to the jams and making a name for himself at the jams and all that around. And but I never sang or anything. But as the story goes, I had lost my ability to sing, so I wasn't singing. And um, once I got my ability back, I started making the videos, and the videos were like therapy for me. For because I lost my husband suddenly, and it traumatized me so much that I lost my voice. So when I started posting
Um,
videos, I got a lot of good feedback, and they really were videos just for my own therapy, to release all my emotions that had sat within me for like 2.5 years, because I couldn't release them. Because as a
mhm.
when you're happy, you sing. When you're sad, you sing. Everything you feel, you sing it out. But I couldn't even get it out of me because my voice wouldn't come out. So um, once I started doing that, and with LB doing the shows and me doing the videos, and I gotta give Miss Nella B her props. Okay,
Yeah.
Nella B wrote me about entering that contest for Battle of Bands contest. And she would say, UNLB need to enter. UNLB would go to Memphis. UNLB need to enter, and I didn't do it, and I wouldn't do it. And you know what really finally pushed me?
What?
Nella had a show at Eli, and I showed up with my kids. And between sets, she came to the table and said, "Tell your mama to enter the Battle of the Bands." So she got
That is
it.
awesome. Yeah.
So I finally did. Like at the last minute, I entered. Us in, and then hey, we went to Memphis. We
And
won.
no, not you just went to Memphis, you won.
Okay, we won,
You
and we went
won.
to Memphis. Yes.
Yes, you
So
did. LB
I
played the guitar and you sang and had your tambourine and was getting it.
yeah,
Yeah.
and that was a new thing because I've never played tambourine, and that it was like the night before or either that morning. It was that morning, wasn't it?
It was, yeah, it was the morning. It was the
The
morning
morning
of
of the show. LB comes with the tambourine. You could tell this
yeah.
part of it. Let me
So
move
Yeah,
on.
come on here.
yeah, when it
You
was
sit in my
the
lap. You still my baby.
Right, that's still your baby.
but it was it was I'm not gonna sit down completely because I got meat on my frame. I already know, but like if what happened the morning, yeah, it was the morning of the show, and the day before I had come up with a song called Memphis Train, dedicated to our experience staying in Memphis because we stayed in a house was right next to like the train tracks, and the train just like kept rolling through, like. And you didn't really notice it until like I didn't really notice it personally until I was just trying to I was trying to go to sleep, and then I
Right.
noticed the train just kept coming through, so I wrote a song about that. And originally it was just the harmonica. I was like, well, you know what? It kind of needs something. And then I remembered I brought the tambourine. I brought the tambourine to the trip. Like, not really. I didn't really plan on like using it. But I was like, well, you know what? You never know what you might need. So I just brought some like extra percussion just in case. And
Right.
that morning I said, Mama, I think you should play tambourine during the songs because I think it would add a lot. It would add a lot to them. And she said,
Mhm.
saying like she had never played tambourine before, and I figured it was um just like ham boning,
Which I
um
do. Yeah, I do hambo.
and she was saying I don't want to do it. I'm like, well, you don't have to, but she was like, well, I'm not no quitter, so she ended up
Yeah.
doing it.
Right.
I did
Far
say
from it. Far from it. But listen, so I don't know how you are, but it took me a long time to sing and tambourine at the same time. It
didn't
took
have,
me a long time. You know, you have a glare behind you.
it's the window. Sorry.
Yeah. Can you close the window? Or you gonna have to sit in your mama lap again?
It's closed. Just so bright
Oh, it's closed, it's just bright.
side of the house where the sun is right now. So it's
Oh
coming.
yeah, it's okay. It's okay. But so when I used to try to initially when I used to try to play tambourine, I could not do it because I would sing in the syncopation. I would tambourine in the syncopation of the song that I was singing. So I was not good at all. They're like, give me that. They call me white girl. They're like, you ain't got no rhythm. But I mastered it. I had to practice and I mastered it. But I'm glad you did bring that tambourine. It did.
I just what I did, I moved it with my body instead of with my
Yeah.
instead of my voice. I used my body. So it was like two different. I don't know, kind of. I guess like when piano players they're playing the bass and then they're playing the lead on at the same time. Kind of
Right.
split off somehow. That's kind of how it was.
I'm trying to share this so we can get some more audience. But so you said you had lost your voice. So before that, when you were singing before, were you doing blues before?
Yes, blues, funk, R&B, soul, uh, gospel. Because I used to be in theater, so I did gospel plays. I
Oh
did
wow.
inner theater plays. I did military events,
Oh wow. The theater play.
a lot of stuff, a
Okay. Okay.
lot of singing. But
So
I
you
had
were already singing.
Yeah, but I had like been on a stage to do a show since 2006 when I entered when we entered the competition and did that show that day for the competition. I hadn't been on a stage to put on a show since 2006.
Like a bona fide show.
A bona fide show, yes.
So when you came to my birthday party the year before, that was
That
your first time too?
that was the same year because it was in August, or was it?
Yeah, because August is y'all went to Memphis this year.
Yeah, so it was in August yeah. Okay. So when I came, that was
Yeah.
trying to test it. So we came to see you, but when we found out it was open mic, of course, Mateo was like, "Go up there, go up there, go up there." He was like, "Mama, go up there." You know,
Right.
he would. Mateo has no chill. He was like, "You ain't the same mama I used to know. You scared,
Right.
scared of everything. Want to go?" And Mateo would get in your head, won't he?
He will.
He will tear you up, and if you don't do it, he be like, "You sold."
Well,
Yeah.
how is he doing? How is he doing? He's not deployed, is he?
No, he's still in IT training, so he's still at AIT. And his wife is in now too. So now he and his wife are both in. Yeah,
Yeah, I was praying for him. That's the first person I thought about when this whole thing started. I was like, oh no, because I hadn't had anybody in my family. I consider y'all family. I hadn't had anybody in my family go right now. My brother had gone Afghanistan during that time frame. But
yeah.
I was really concerned because I saw him before he went in and saw him, after, when he came home for Christmas.
Uh huh. And that's when he got married. And then, of course, I officiated and we sang. So we did the
I
entertainment
love that.
and I officiated. Yes. And just so you all know, anybody watching, if you want a blues package, hit us up because I am ordained and I do perform weddings. So we can get you hitched up and get you entertained all at the same time.
Hmm.
Yeah.
But you know what? Also, you could perform at the reception.
That's
You
what
know
I'm
what I'm saying?
saying.
Yeah, yeah.
With the whole combo, the whole pack. I come get you together, get your lovebirds together, and then afterwards do the first song. And the first song is always so beautiful because the way they're looking at each other and it's so good
Right.
moment, and they're just looking in each other's eyes, and you singing, and it's just so beautiful.
Did you cry while you were officiating?
No,
You were together. You were together.
I was together. I'm going to tell you something, and give it to. I know it's probably sad to say this, but I have cried so much since I lost my husband. I don't think I have tears anymore.
Oh, yeah.
Things that come and should bring a tear to me. I can feel the emotion, but my eyes stay dry. Nothing makes me cry anymore. It's like
Oh.
I think I emptied out.
I understand that. I definitely understand that. Sometimes you're like, mm,
Yeah. Well, okay. Well, I'm sorry to hear that, but just nothing comes out. It's all gone.
yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah. So, we got questions. So someone said Jay, he said he'll ask his cousin, he's having a wedding, and I'm the flower. Oh, yeah, the flower girl. Oh, so Jay, you're a girl. What do you? And I'm the flower girl. So we got two people. Somebody said that they were on the on their father's phone. What are you watching? You're watching Groove and Grind with Stacy Brooks. And I'm speaking with Lucie and Luna Blues. We got people talking in the chat.
Uh-huh. But
So
yes,
thank you.
okay right now. I just got off the phone with him, as a matter of fact.
Oh yeah, Mateo. That's who I was asking about. Yeah, that was cool.
Oh yeah, he's cool. He's cool.
Yeah, Riley, thank you. You're watching Groove and Grind with Stacy Brooks. I'm talking to Lucie and Luna Blues. So Luna, when did you start? LB, when did you start playing the guitar?
So I started playing the guitar when I was 5 years old. Like a real guitar. My mama and my dad, they would give me like toys. They'd give me toy guitars.
You would bust them up.
Yeah, I would break them and stuff because I wanted a real one, and I would always tell them like, if you give me a guitar, I can play. And finally they got me this blue like mini guitar off of Amazon, and I'll always remember that guitar because that was a guitar I've cut up like I cut white circles on and put and glued onto them to be polka dotted like Buddy Guy.
Yes, he put
And
his own little thing. He was like 4 then. 4 or
Oh,
5.
so you made your own Buddy Guy guitar, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And concert when I took him to the Birchmere to see Buddy, and he had that little thing. He was just 5. But after that concert is when I got him a regular size guitar. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm taking over. I'm sorry.
Oh.
Listen, just so you know, LB started speaking before he was a year old, like in complete sentences, and then he started saying, "Guitar. I need a guitar." That's all he would say it all the time. I need a guitar. So that's why we kept buying toy guitars that he would destroy.
And like
LB, you've been here before, huh?
That's what they tell me. That's why I've heard that.
Just
I've
saying
heard
that
that my
your
whole
whole
life.
life.
My whole life I've heard that.
LB, how old are you? Because you know you do have an old soul.
I'm 23 years old.
Okay. Sounding like you about to retire and 55 years old, like you've been sharecropping.
Stories to the grandkids.
Yeah. Right.
That's all. Yeah, that's how it's always been. Like no matter who I meet, no matter who I hang out with, they always end up like defaulting to me. Like my other friends, they be calling me auntie, and I'm like, they only 2 years younger than me. Like it's real funny. Like, and I guess it's part. I mean, maybe I have been here before, but also like when you grow up just listening to Johnny Taylor and Bobby Blue Bland, you kind of just take on like some of the language, and so
Right.
I guess like I talk like what I grew up like listening to, and and since the blues is so important to me, and I listen to music so much, like even before I decided I wanted to like when I really decided to take it serious as like a study and as like
Right.
in a career, it was just something I would listen to. I would just be listening constantly, and it was that, and I just took it and applied it to just basically everything because it's so important to me. Like even in terms like when I was before I could sing because I couldn't always sing. I had
LB couldn't sing until 2021.
right, yeah.
What?
Terrible singing.
You couldn't sing until when?
Like
it was awful.
I was like I could hit some bass notes, but it wasn't no good.
Terrible.
It was no good. But like when I then one day I finally decided like okay I can't be walking around like not being able to smell anything. That was one of the things. My nose was just giving me so many issues, and then on top, and it was giving me issues like before I had broken it. I broke it when I was like what 8 years old. I broke it when I was 8 years old, and everything just got so much worse. And then finally in 2021 I was just like, you know what, I'm gonna go get my nose checked out, and the thing I said before is like, hopefully I'll be able to sing afterwards because I've always wanted to sing.
Right.
Anesthesia. We got the video of you under the anesthesia when you came out singing blues.
Yes, I remember the tail end of Smokestack Lightning. I think.
Just came out.
Bye, Jay. Bye, Jay. Thank you for watching. Come back again and bye, Jay. We'll talk to you later. But yeah, so you came out of anesthesia, just start singing. What you sing? What song was you singing?
Smokestack Lightning.
Ooh.
Yep.
Sing it,
Like,
LB. Sing it, LB. Don't sing too much. I don't want a copyright strike.
oh.
I know that's right. But just so you know, at 5, I took him down to Chuck Levin's, picked out a guitar, and they was like, pick one of these guitars from over in the kid area. And me being me, I was like, my baby gonna get from the good side. Pick whatever
Right.
you. And LB picked the guitar. And the whole store was like,
Wow.
whoa. And I've been saying, I want to play, give me a guitar. And they was like, well, what took you so long?
Right. Right.
And never stopped.
And never stopped since then. So LB, did you teach yourself, or did you watch YouTube? And you can learn everything on YouTube nowadays. So how did you learn how to play guitar?
Yeah, I taught myself. Like, I just listened to, when I heard a song, I would just listen to it and just have my guitar on me, and just, or sometimes I wouldn't even have like my guitar with me while I was listening. I listened to a song like a couple times and then go pick up my guitar and be like, okay, well, I know where these notes are, and then I could just recreate it. Um, and that's how I taught myself. Then that's one of the reasons I was when I was a kid. I watched so many like live performances. I used to watch this Watch Stacks performance from Albert King where he used to do "I'll Play the Blues for You" and
Yeah.
the at the European Folk Festival of 1964, I believe it was.
Yes.
That was with Howlin' Wolf, and Hubert Sumlin was really tearing it up on guitar. And that was the what and being like that's how I taught myself. I took those are like the standards I held myself to. I said, okay, I need to be able to play play these riffs that they were playing in these performances. And I guess and another one is but Junior Wells and Junior Wells, a buddy guy in Montreux, and this was '70s performance.
Yes.
When
I love that
it's
concert.
specifically the song Hoodoo Man Blues. When they did Hoodoo Man Blues, Buddy Guy was playing rhythm guitar, and that was one of my favorite performances ever. Um, and that's
I
what I
Well, you
love
already
that.
know how I feel about Buddy Guy, so yeah, I understand.
yeah, that's how I taught myself. I taught myself through watching, through listening to music and watching live performances. In fact, I remember the first riff I learned to play was the intro to Spoonful. The intro to Spoonful. I remember when I put it together. I was sitting in the car. We were like outside because I used to bring my guitar like everywhere. We're outside the
Okay.
grocery store, and I was
It
playing
went
the
everywhere. Yes.
I was playing the intro lick to Spoonful, which is like doom 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 doom. And once I put it together, I was like, hey mama, look, this is Spoonful. This is how you do it.
Yes, and we were so excited. Always so excited
I
for
can
you.
only imagine
But
when I can only imagine when you learn something and you
so
got it. You're like, I got it.
listen, when LB was 8, do you know who that blues legend Eddie Kirkland is?
Yeah.
Eddie LB played at Eddie Kirkland's funeral, and
Oh
I
wow.
video so you can see it. I still have that video. LB played at Eddie Kirkland's funeral. They had him on the news and everything playing at Eddie Kirkland's
Mm-hmm.
funeral.
How old
And he
were
was 8
you?
then.
8. Wow.
Hmm. Hmm.
Wow. That's
It was,
amazing. What happened? Uh-oh. I think we're stuck. No. It's you froze for a minute. But go ahead, keep talking. It's frozen. Uh-oh. There we go. There
it's
you
still
go.
frozen.
Not now. Now you're
Okay,
good. You're good.
okay, but so that's a big deal to play. And I was because he was a blues star, so it made sense that an upcoming blues aficionado of blues, somebody with the passion of blues that people had been seeing would
Right.
would do that. And he was asked by the mayor to come play at at Eddie Kirkland's funeral.
And it is like it's really so important because Eddie Kirkland was a great bluesman in his own right, but he also got to start playing with John Lee Hooker, and John Lee Hooker is also one of my big influences.
Right, right.
Especially like one of the early movies, like just in general, I used to watch all the time was Blues Brothers, and he had the
Yes.
performance of Boom Boom, and
Boom,
you
boom,
know,
boom, boom.
able to have that, being able to like, that's another way of giving back because that's also something that's really important to me. Like paying tribute and giving back to people who influenced me and just help pave the way. It's amazing. It's amazing to be able to do.
Mm-hmm. My
Well, I'm
heroes,
glad you.
man.
I'm
I got a lot.
glad you did. I'm glad you did. I'm glad you never put the guitar down too. So I haven't heard you. Well, I've heard you do harmonica. I have heard you do harmonica, but when you pick up that guitar, I tell you, it's like, ooh. And then the voice is just so rich. The voice is just so rich.
Thank
Yes.
you. And I
Woo.
mean, I guess
Just gives me chills.
it's I mean a lot of it's practice. Well, when I first started singing, I used to just like I made a like challenge for my I made a challenge for myself to like write upload a song like every week, write a song every week,
Yeah.
and I would just keep singing, and
That would
just
be so excited for you.
I did, and I did this Jackie Wilson cover that my stepdad really liked. My dad he really loved that. It was you got me walking, facing the floor. You got me knocking on the wrong door. That's and I like I flipped it into like more of a like 80s New Jack Swing type of thing, and
Ooh,
just to get see people get enjoyment out of that. That helped me just like keep going and going to practice and practice until it'll get to a point where people like get surprised when they see how recently I learned how to sing. Like of course I would say like playing guitar helped because one of my big influences on guitar was actually my mother singing. When the run she would do and the way she would hit notes, I would say, okay, well I want my solos to sound like singing, like sounds melodic like that. And since I
right.
couldn't sing, I would like play the vocal runs on the guitar. And playing the vocal runs on the guitar helped me to like more fundamentally understand um how it's supposed to sound when you sing. Because I would say, okay, well, yeah, I played this on. I know what sounds natural, what's gonna sound good. If because I've been
Hmm.
since I played since I was 5. And I guess the other
And
thing
that
is just
trained that
a
good.
lot.
That trains your ear too. That's really good. It trains your ear. Hmm.
You want to know something though? I just found out that that was the technique. But when LB would play, I would hear my singing. Like, so evidently I was mentally making the connection because he would play the notes a certain way. I said, that sounds like how I sing. You
Right.
know,
Exactly.
bend the notes. I bend a lot of notes. I drop notes. I bring it, so I'd be thinking that sounds like the way I sing.
You were
But
training your ear
somehow
and
it
didn't
didn't.
even know it.
Right. And then when I was told that, I was like, really? You mimic your guitar playing after my singing? What? And then I was like, it all makes sense now.
Hmm.
Yep.
You were training your ear, and that's a good way to do it. That's a really good way to do it. Yep. So, LB, how many songs have
And
you written?
oh, I've written a lot at this point. I mean, I if I had to make an estimate, I'd probably say like probably like 30 songs, 30 at this point. And like the thing is, always try to when I write a song, I always try to write it based on stuff that I felt, stuff that I've experienced and whatnot. Like, I mean, there's always like sometimes like occasionally I'll write a song from like a what if point of view or an outside perspective. But I feel like for me to truly get to the meat of it and get into it, I have to be like in it, like I had to be ingrained in it and truly understand the feeling. And so, when I'll write a song off of just things I've been experiencing in life. When I write a blues song about like one song I wrote called Please Come Back Home." That was about my stepdad because after he passed, and I didn't just base it off myself. I based it off of how I saw my mom feeling, and I was like, yeah,
Yeah.
this I put this down into song, and when you put it in, that's just how that's my usual formula for things. And I feel that's also why I can sing the blues the way I do is because like I'm young, but I have experienced a good amount of things where it's like when I would say I have the blues, it's not the blues because my restaurant shut down or like because because like I don't know, I hit my toe on the chair. But I mean, that
Right.
can give you the blues.
Right. For
um,
sure. For sure.
but
You got
I
different kind of blues.
yeah,
Yeah, you
just
got a different
because
kind of
I'm
blue.
when
So
the what like impacted me, I think, is when I first one of my first memories is my first true memories. I was in Montezuma, Georgia, and this white man came up to me. He said, "Your name Leroy," and he said saying it to be disrespectful,
Yeah.
and
hmm.
that's like an experience, like having that as an experience, just early, you don't
Yeah.
get no, it's like not having no peace. Like that early in my life, I had to learn, like, oh, this is people will try to be disparaging towards you because of your skin color. And
Yeah, but your grandmother replied quickly. Is your name Bubba?
right, and
You know,
my grandma defended. And
right away. It was no mess.
I
I
know
wasn't
that's
there.
right, Grandma.
Yeah, my mother is not the one. Okay.
So,
Mm-mm.
yeah,
so are your roots in Georgia?
yeah,
A lot of
a
them
Because
are.
lot.
when I
We have.
talk to you, I hear Louisiana in you when I talk to you.
That's what people always say. I'm from Florida. I was born and raised in North Florida, which I consider South Georgia.
Okay.
So I'm Duval. I'm from Duval County. So,
Okay.
um, but LB was born in Georgia. So LB, matter of fact, LB was born in Macon, Georgia, which is like almost a given if
That's
you born
Otis
in Macon,
Redding.
Georgia.
That's Otis Redding.
Right. You not just Otis, but so many people. It's like so musical. It's like something about that area. I don't know if it's the water, the food, it's something that people are so talented. So
Yeah.
I feel like by being born there, LB just became super talented. You know,
Yeah.
I don't know.
It was meant for him. It was meant. It was just meant. Just came out the womb singing.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, I
well,
was
that was
screaming and
me.
crying. I was.
That was a screaming child. Whew. But yeah, I sang like that as a little girl. I was always, even they used to say when I coo, it was melodic. So I always sounded like I was singing something, like never really sound like I was talking. And so imagine all that my whole life, I'm just a singing, then booming. It's like it's such an identity crisis because you don't know who you are now. Like I don't know a time when I couldn't sing. I was two standing in front of church singing. Like what? How do I not
Right.
sing? It was
Right.
so experience, and it's like I don't even know who I am now.
Yeah.
Oof.
Well,
Mm.
it's Easter weekend. Would you be doing your Easter speeches when you were a little girl?
Probably. I think I did. Yeah, I remember
We
me
always had
doing
to
those
do a little
programs.
Easter speech or an Easter song, in church.
Yeah, I remember doing all of that. Yeah, we did.
Hmm.
All that good stuff. Pretty close.
So what's coming
And
up
then
next for y'all? When are you going to record something?
we're working on it because we came back and I just have so much footage that I want from Memphis because I still need to make more tribute videos because even the videos I recorded, even though it was for therapy, they were for education. So none of the videos I posted were just some videos. They always had the roots of it and who did it first and why it was written there. Because there are so many blues people, just like we know the big people. Like we said, we love Buddy Guy, we love BB
Right.
King, we know all these people, but they didn't fall out of the sky. Somebody influenced them. Now maybe that person was huge at one time, or maybe they just didn't ever make it huge and now they've been forgotten. It's something like that. But we try to bring the attention to those who actually molded those we do know, which is why we do the videos the way we do. We did, even down to 16 tons when we did that. Even though we did the version maybe closer to like Johnny Taylor, the Tennessee Ernie Ford did it. That's the one who made it had the biggest hit, but he didn't even do it first. Oh my goodness, I just drew a blank. What's his name? Anyway, Schwartz
Schultz.
Schultz. Thank you. You see, you know my brain. I'm sorry. It's like Swiss cheese. Arnold Schultz was a black coal miner from Kentucky who actually taught the pick. What is called the pick. picking.
Oh, well, they call it Travis picking.
Travis
They
picking.
call it...
Merle Travis, right?
Mm-hmm.
So Merle Travis learned to pick, and learn Arnold Schultz's style. And then they started calling it Travis. That's who did working in a coal mine. 16 tons first. And of course, it's about the coal mines and things like that. And then Tennessee Ernie Ford did it, Johnny Taylor did it. But the whole point of the video was to back it all the way up to see where the actual roots. So this is you could say more like a country bluegrass person who influenced the first person to record the song, who was later recorded by someone else in the early 60s that made it huge, but the roots, like we keep saying, the blues are the roots, the rest are the fruits, like Willie Dixon said.
Right. Yeah.
So do it. So we
I
have
can't
stuff,
wait.
and we're working on it's so much material now and so much footage, and we went to all those graves, and which is absolutely it's such a humbling experience.
Did you get
It was
emotional? Because
humbling.
I can only imagine. I can only imagine.
Multiple times.
Oh, LB was boo-hooing it.
Was you crying, LB?
I was boo-hoo. I was
I would have been too.
Not.
Oh.
While trying to play, look, blowing the harmonica, singing it.
I would have been crying too. I would have been crying too. I would have been crying too. So I understand. Those things, those experience. I'm glad you guys went, because those experiences you don't get taught in school. You don't see those things. You went to y'all went to Lorraine Motel too, didn't you? Right. Those things, you have to go experience those things, because the feeling, you can't even explain it. I know what you mean. I cried when I went to Lorraine Motel. I cried.
Well, let me tell you something. So you think about this, how close Bill Street is to the Lorraine.
Right.
And it's not a far. And you're in Bill Street and you feel all this bubbling, but it's like the closer you get to the Lorraine, the whole atmosphere just tanks.
It is different. It's quiet.
Right. And even noticed it with my kids, like when the pictures down by the Bill Street, we're taking pictures by all this stuff. Then when we took pictures in front of the motel, their whole expression is different. Because
mine too.
And like you said, we can teach them that, but it won't have the impact. And my daughter wouldn't let us leave Memphis without it, because she first realized we were going, she said, I need to go to the Lorraine. And then once we got in Memphis, what day are we going to the Lorraine? And we went on to Arkansas, we went on to Mississippi, we came back up. Oh, we're going round and round. She was like, when are we going to the Lorraine? I was like, we're going to go, I promise, before we leave. So she was not going to let us leave without going there.
That's good. I'm glad you guys were able to experience that. I call it the Mecca, going there, because that's the roots, I love Chicago, but Memphis makes me feel different,
Well, when we pulled into Memphis, as we were getting there, and I got ready to cross the line, I said, why does it feel like I just came home? That is literally what come out of my mouth. And LB was like, me too. It just felt like I just came home. Like, no, it felt like home, which is why we have to go back, and we're going to be back soon, because
I got to go back too.
And there's so many things we wanted to cover down in the Delta, and we need to go back to West Memphis. We need to go.
You need to go to Tunica. You need to go down to Tunica. You need to go to Clarksdale.
And I couldn't believe we passed Tunica. Remember, I said Tunica. I said Tunica. But we was headed
like
to Holly
40.
Springs.
I think it's like 40 minutes, 40 or 45 minutes from Memphis.
It probably is, because we went to Walls, and then we went to Como, and we went to Senatobia, and we went to Holly Springs. It was up in.
Oh, you went to Holly Springs?
Because I saw. Yeah, we went to visit R.L. Burnside. Yeah, we had to
well.
Had to.
Him, Cedric and I are really good friends.
Wow. Well, you tell Cedric that my 7-year-old for the last 2 years has been a huge R.L. Burnside fan, and he actually one day he said, I want to play guitar better than R.L. Burnside. And I was like, woo, that's a
Yeah.
big goal. I study it
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
So
Cedric
yeah,
and my
R.L.
dad have the same birthday, actually.
Wow.
Wow, that's
Hmm.
cool.
Yeah.
Cedric,
I
his
met,
dad,
what you
little
say?
kid fan. Tell Cedric his daddy has a little bitty kid fan gunning for him.
Well, I shared this on Facebook. That's why I kept looking down, because I shared this on Facebook while we're live now, so that people could watch this. So he'll see this. He'll see it. So
Hey,
yeah.
hi, Cedric.
Uh,
My baby left now.
Yeah,
We had
right?
to go. Yeah, we had to go down there.
and
Yeah.
I had to say this, like, one of the standards that RL used to do was Poor Black Maddie. Poor
Oh,
Black Maddie was that's an old, it's a real old song, and that I first heard R.L. Burnside do it, and I said, okay, let me one of the songs I ended up adding to my set, and I turned it, I made it a little funky, did it in my own
oh,
way,
it
but
was
like,
nice.
but that's, it goes to show, like, that's another big reason why we had to go visit him, because I wouldn't be where I am now without RL's influence. When
Oh,
I I'm still learning the guitar, and when I look at
right.
RL's picking style,
My
taught me a
daughter
lot of things.
studies it. My daughter studies it. She plays guitar. My
Really?
baby girl, she plays guitar. And she studies it too. She watches him. She watches like those lives of him where he's sitting out in the country, he got his kids around him, those videos like that.
Right.
And she does, I gotta get my finger. How does he, she's sitting there
Oh,
trying to get that style.
Hmm.
Yeah,
that is
he has
so
really unique
cool.
style.
Yeah,
Well, when you
my
That's
learn
why it
young,
was
that's
home. We went.
right.
That's why it was home for us because when we went there, these are people I raised my kids on. You know what I'm saying? So it was like we were in that vicinity, and it's just something. It was like a magnet to us. Like Sonny Boy Williamson, we went to see, the first one.
John Lee.
Yeah, we went to see him, and then my two youngest boys play harmonica. So they stood out, they're at the graveside and they blew their harmonica in honor of him and everything. So it was big. Sleepy John, we visited Sleepy John Estes. Um, not yet Rachel. The one that used to sing with Yank Rachel.
Hammy Nixon.
Yes, Hammy Nixon.
Mhm.
Like we got a list, a
Hmm.
whole long list. We made our way around, and definitely Book of White because the very first video we put uh on the page on the YouTube page was the Book of White, Old Lady Blues. But I was saying, give me old man, and that's a Book of White song, Old Lady Blues.
Right.
So that's what kicked us off. People say, hey, make some more videos. You two need to make more videos together. And so we made sure to definitely visit Book of White's grave. And Book of White was influenced. That's BB King's mom's cousin. So, you think about that. This connection, there's people probably was at your family reunion who played music, but nobody knows their name. But we know you, Stacy, but we don't know them, but they influenced
Right.
you. You
Right.
everybody who lose what they are, they're not known everywhere, but they should be. And
Hmm.
that's how I feel.
And that's the reason, like, even when we go to these grave sites to visit specific people, I always make sure I, like, vocally pay respect to even the people, like, the people I don't know, especially in a lot of those places, a lot of those tombstones, like, be somebody who died in like 1920 or 1878,
Hmm.
and these are predominantly black cemeteries, and I always want to
Your
pay respect to
ancestors.
them too. Yep.
Very much respectful. And then even the spouses, you gotta think, what if your favorite blues singer right there, or his spouse buried right there? How you gonna
Rufus
come?
Thomas and his wife.
Right? How you gonna come and be like, oh, we so thankful for the music? No, I'm thankful for the spouse too, because guarantee you, whoever he was, had a woman behind him, and he wasn't gonna get as big as he was without that
Hmm.
support, of that wife, without the family, without
Right.
the mothers, the cousins. There's people around, so that's why I said when we do go out there, we are very
It's
respectful.
like Jimmy Reed's wife singing with him and stuff. You
Right.
hear her.
And whispering the lyrics in his ear when he forget.
Hmm.
Stuff like that. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. We're very respectful when we go out there.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna put your information down here in the description, but I'm also gonna send a link after this so that it goes
Okay.
on your YouTube channel as well. So it'll be that
Oh.
collaboration link. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
I really
And we got to
appreciate it.
do
We
some more
appreciate.
things together. We got to do some more things together. I'm going to, I was disappointed that we couldn't get the May 2nd gig together, but all the musicians weren't available. But
Right.
we're going to get some more things together. It's, I'm about making opportunities. If they're not there, you got to make them. You know what I mean?
No, that's true.
Mhm.
So we're
You should
definitely
do.
going to be doing some more together. And we already got LB on guitar, so we don't need no other guitar.
And look, LB sounds like a whole band anyway.
Right.
And
That
that's
one
Right.
guitar sound whole band. I hear percussion. I hear everything. I hear everything.
so
I hear
that's
everything.
down to like the influences. Like I play, you hear me with a whole band is different. Like I'm pulling
I
from
heard you play with the whole band, and I hear you play by yourself.
when I play with a whole band. I'm pulling from like Hubert Sumlin, Albert King, Buddy Guy,
Ooh. Mhm.
Otis Rush, all the people I grew up listening to. But I also listened to the solo blues guitarists like Bucka White, um, Mississippi Fred McDowell,
Yes,
Art
we
Burnside,
visited him
like,
too.
and
Hmm.
that was those are the people that taught me like how you can put on a show with just one instrument, with just a guitar.
Yes, you can.
You just got to know, and
Yeah.
you just got to you got to know how to like. It's a pivot thing where you hit the bass with your thumb, and then you do the chords with your index finger.
Okay, well, you
And
got it because I
yeah,
can hear
and I
it.
also say a big shout out to like Elizabeth Cotton as well, because Elizabeth
Hmm.
Cotton and Mississippi John Hurt, those are the best like fingerstyle guitars I took my influences from. And I wouldn't be able to like make myself sound like a whole band if I didn't like really study them. They were that's how I'm able to really
Well,
do it.
think about how DeFord Bailey sounds with just the harmonica, because
Hmm.
in Pan American Blues, where the harmonica sounds like music, but it sounds like the trains running on the tracks. You can hear the train whistle blow. You can hear the smoke puffing out the thing, the smokestack. It's crazy just with a harmonica,
Yeah.
you know?
Hmm.
Yeah.
Like a lot of people have influenced us. My grandmother influenced me in because she had a unique voice, and her voice, I can't name anyone she sounds like. Like
Right.
her voice was very and she had a timbre in it, the way she would do notes. So when we do Sitting on Top of the World, my family said I sound like her,
Oh,
which is
okay.
like, oh, really? I do?
Right.
That's
Right.
well, listening is like, oh, my girl can sing. And her, and I love her, and Mitty Collier, and
Mhm.
Sugar Pie, the song, and
I love Sugar Pie de Santo. Oh my God. I met her at
right.
the
So
Poconos Blues Festival with her little self. She's the
oh my
she's a little itty bitty thing, but she's a ball of fire, you know?
God. And that's what I like them, because I always been, I'm short, and I always been a smaller stature. I'm big, and I ain't always been this juicy. So I always was a little bit, short thing, and I would see
They used to
them.
call her olive oil.
Who asked you? So
Oh,
then they had, yeah, I bet nobody believe that looking at me now. But I was a little tiny thing. So, but then when they would sing, I saw Sugar Pie, I saw Mitty Collier. Heck, I even saw my grandmother. They had voices like, whoa. And it let me know, wait a minute, my stature doesn't have any bearing on how I sing.
no
And because,
limitation, no
but
limitations. Yeah.
no, but because you usually think of, especially in the church singing, you think of a big church lady, whoa, hitting the notes and stuff, right? But then I saw them, and I was like, wow. Maybe I don't have to just croon, because I did sing a lot, but I crooned a lot. Never
Yeah.
thought that I could do more than
Built.
that, but then got introduced to them. That's when I realized, wait a minute, just because I'm a little tiny thing doesn't mean I can't have a big voice, and I projected. And then of course when I was in the army and calling cadence, when you calling cadence like 400, you got 400 soldiers here, everybody at the front got to hear you, everybody at the back has to hear you. You learn to project even more. That helped build it. You know what I'm saying? So
Mhm.
now I don't my little short self, I sing based on the feelings. Period.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Right. Right. You know, Kenny Neal is like that. You know, you heard of Kenny Neal? Kenny Neal, he's out of
Mm-mm.
Baton Rouge. He's actually the co-producer of my last CD. He, to me, when I first met him, he reminded me of Lorenz Tate, the actor. But when you hear
Yeah.
his voice, when we finish here today, go listen to Kenny Neal. The song that I have with him is called Baby B. Baby B. We have a duet together. It's an acoustic song too. He's just playing guitar, harmonica, and he's singing and I'm singing. And that's it. No other instrumentation. But if you listen to him, you think he's a big old fat greasy black man. He's not at all. He is not at all. You think he's a big old he doesn't he does not look like he sounds at all. And he's also getting ready to be inducted into the Blues Foundation Blues Hall of Fame this in May.
Oh,
Wow.
He's gonna be
wow.
inducted. I'm so happy for him. Yeah, he comes from a big family, the Neal family. His sister was Jackie Neal. She was a Southern Soul lady. So yeah, that's her
Yes.
brother. That's her brother.
Oh,
Yeah. So
okay.
Rayful Neal, that's his whole family. Yeah. The
Right.
Neals. Hmm.
I that connection. Yeah, I know who Rayful Neal is and Jackie Neal. Yeah,
Yeah,
most definitely.
that's Kenny's family. So yeah. So yeah. But yeah. Well, I'm gonna end this right now. But before we finish, the one little goofy segment that I have to add, I want you to think of your name and think of some adjectives to describe yourself. For instance, like sassy Stacy, or um, luxurious Luna.
Uh,
so,
I had to-
so to put you on the spot real quick,
Why you pointing at me?
I'm still thinking. That's why.
you still thinking? Okay,
Lucky Lucy.
Lucky Lucy. Okay,
Um, I don't know. I mean, I guess,
Loud Luna.
yeah, loud Luna, uh,
Loud
Bigfoot Luna.
Luna.
You gotta use an L. You can't use Bigfoot. Doesn't matter. Longfoot Luna.
There
How
we
about that?
go.
I don't know. Foots.
That
Little
is
feet.
that's
Foots.
hilarious. That is hilarious. Thank you guys for joining me on this Good Friday before Easter. Um, I
Mm-hmm.
appreciate you guys. I've been wanting to talk to y'all for a long time when y'all got back from Memphis. There's so much going on. I always tell people if you bored in DC, it's your fault because we have so much going on in this area.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, thank you
I guess
again for
before
joining us. What'd you say?
I was gonna say before it ends, since my mom's going on about her singing influences, I wanted to say just a couple of short things. Like one of my biggest influences also is my mom because she used to sing around the house, and since I always wanted to sing, I said, oh, I want to be able to like hit like these like because my mom she was singing kind of like Coco Taylor, and I was like, yo, being able to
Woo!
like growl and grit and
Yeah,
stuff.
I can't
That would
growl.
that would be that would be amazing. But the way my mom she puts the feeling into it. Like you can really feel it when she sings. And
Yeah,
even
you
and
can.
Bobby Bobby Bland, whose grave we visited in Memphis. That was another one I boohooed at because Bobby Bland is
Aw.
such a huge influence, especially like because for one the the diction which the diction he had
Yeah, I do like his diction.
is
Mhm.
very it's and the way like singing is acting in a similar sense. Like when you sing, it comes to for me, it comes from a true feeling, but you got to know how to put it across to people. And
Right.
Bobby was very that, and he also had just the versatility because Bobby was a very amazing smooth singer, but he also had this like when he hit the grit, especially on a song like Little Boy Blue, I Smell Trouble, um,
Mhm.
and another Howlin' Wolf, because
There's
people
so many. We
it's so
can't
many.
name them all. Magic
No,
Slam,
but
Magic
Oh
LB
Sam.
My.
is 23 years old, just rattling off these names, man. It's just
That's what LB was raised on.
Yeah, I know, but that's not something you see. That's not common. You know what I mean? But I mean, if you're a blues person, of course you need to study. So yeah,
Yeah.
Well, just that for we my number one, my biggest influence, vocal influence, though, was Johnny Taylor.
Oh yeah.
Period. Out of I can say out of male, female, everybody. Even if I can say male, I can say male or female. Johnny Taylor
yeah,
was the biggest vocal influence on me because when I was growing up and hearing him, again, he had a unique sound, and there was a way he got in between notes, and there was a way he delivered the notes. There was a sound. It's just a sound. I don't know. His voice just does something to me, you know,
hmm
and
yeah,
it's voice delivery, the delivery, and so yeah, Johnny Taylor was the most influential singer over me, besides my grandmother. So I can say
yeah,
Johnny Taylor and my grandmother right there.
yeah. Isn't it beautiful when you have I had posted on Facebook when your people that you look up to is in your own family. You know what I mean? You
Oh,
don't have to look
definitely.
outside for the influence. My great grandmother, she founded the senior choir at Patuxent. So she used to play piano. And then my my several generations of in the family doing music, but I went to the blues. But it's amazing that you can look in your own family and see your own influence. It's beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, look, you guys, I want to say thank you once again. And this won't be the last time, y'all. This will not be the last time, because as things progress,
Be
like I
on here.
said,
You
Does
part of
mean a
I
us.
know
lot.
we can be on here
Yeah.
forever, for real. It's just that I'm looking like this because I can't see Luna.
Ah,
So
I,
I'm over here like this looking. Next time we'll get you. I'll get it down packed. How we send the links and everything, and eventually I'm going to be
Okay.
using StreamYard, but right now I'm not, because I want to do it on this channel. But yeah, we're gonna do this again, and then one day I'm gonna get y'all on location, and I'm gonna Luna, because we can do original music, because you haven't released it yet. You know what I mean? And you copyright it
Yeah,
that way as well.
I have some as well. I
yeah.
do.
Yeah, that's
Hmm.
what I meant. I meant you two together.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Well, you said Luna, because you asked Luna how many songs did Luna write. So I
Right,
didn't
right.
know.
I'm sorry. I
Some
shouldn't
might
have assumed. I
some
already figured that you wrote, because Luna writing. Of
look,
course, I would think that you're writing too.
look. I have to do Luna like this for a couple of my songs, though. Close Luna's ears, because
Uh,
you ain't old enough for some of them songs
you
I
do
wrote.
you do remember I wrote the Black Cat Blues.
Yeah,
I did in fact write.
yeah, he did write a dirty song for the competition.
You wrote some of the what's her name, Lucy Bourdin songs.
Lucy Bogan.
Lucille
Yeah,
Bogan.
Bogan. Yeah, you wrote some of those
Wait,
songs. Some of her songs are off the chain.
well, that's well, just so I might as well put it out there. That's where the nick.
I was wondering. Okay, okay, that makes sense. That makes really sense.
Yo, but that is my stage name now, and that's because I had told him I would get back on stage one day.
Oh,
And
okay.
since I did it, I said, I'm gonna use the nickname you gave me, and that's where I got it from, Lucille Boat. That's why you called me that. Cause her. So you can use your imagination, and I would not expound on that.
All right, y'all. Well, I'm gonna get off this thing here, and I will look forward to seeing y'all again. What you want to say, LB? I'm like
Oh,
this.
I was just trying to say, like, I was getting ready to wave
Hey, you
goodbye.
do the lean.
I was just, yeah,
I'm like this.
I was
I'm
getting
leaning.
ready to say
I'm leaning
bye.
with you.
All right. I
We're
appreciate
about to do that next
I
time.
appreciate being able to do have this conversation with you, because I mean I say you yourself are a legend in your own right, and it is really it's amazing.
Yeah, we were already a fan.
Mm-hmm. And
We're definitely already
I
fans.
think it's really, I appreciate having this the opportunity to have this conversation with you. It was really nice. Thank you.
Thank you. I
We are honored.
appreciate it. I just wanted the people to know more of you like I know you guys, because I know people are like, who are these two? Who are these two? Well, now you know who these two are.
Two knuckleheads from the deep south who brought the blues to DC, but didn't bring the blues to DC because the blues was already here, but brought our own blues.
Your own style, your
Yeah.
own style. You mimic nobody. You don't sound like anybody else. And that's beautiful.
Right.
And I appreciate you guys taking your time out of your Friday and hanging out with me on Groove and Grind with Stacy Brooks, because that's what we do. We groove and we grind.
Look.
Oh, that is a fat cat.
Hey.
That is a big fat cat.
A little chunky. He's just a little chunky.
This is Sonny Boy Williamson, named after the Sonny Boy. Not Rice.
Oh.
And that's
is that a Persian? Is that a Persian cat?
Ow! He told me to get off of him.
Is that a Persian cat? Uh-oh, now we're stuck. Oh, we're stuck. All right, you guys. Well, I don't know what happened, but thank you for joining us. Subscribe if you like this content. Please share if you are blues fans. You'll be getting more. Thank you so much. Love you.